On this show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way. Right in the morning. Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women, make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing this amazing Tuesday morning? Let me tell y'all something, okay? Yesterday, I went outside without a jacket because it felt like summer out here in PA, right? And by summer, I mean the temperature was higher than 50 degrees. Because let me tell y'all something, wicked cold, right? So outside, no jacket. Wake up this morning, it's freezing. It was raining. The wind is thrashing around all over the place. And so, yeah, our weather is definitely bipolar. Our weather is bipolar. I don't know how the weather is by you, but you could go ahead and post in the chat and let me know if you're having a sunshiny day or if it's looking dreary like it is over here on my side of the world. All right, so yesterday, and let me tell y'all something. Yesterday, Jules did her live sale. If y'all don't know who Jules is, and I'm pretty sure everybody in here knows who Jules is, y'all know the HBIC, the founder CEO of BCMC University and the Black Candle Makers Club, period, right? So she did her live sale. She went to Ghana, her hometown, to visit family, to check on her dad, and she came back with some amazing pieces from Ghana. Now, because I'm a crafter and I'm all things crafty, it doesn't matter what it is. I make soap now, but I also do beaded items, right? I used to do jewelry. I used to do, like I used to put beads on outfits. I used to do a lot of things, right? And so the quality of the jewelry that she bought back from Ghana was absolutely amazing. And so last night we did her live sale, and it went so good. I took some things that I'm going to borrow from her to have my live sales go a little bit smoother, for my back end, for my moderators and things like that. And let me tell y'all. So I say all of that to say the weather was weathering last night. And so if I did not, I had just said, let me light this candle. I lit her apple ambrosia candle, right? Because we doing her sale. So I was like, let me light this candle and, just sit here and create a little vibe for myself. So I lit the candle. We're on Zoom. I got Instagram open on my phone, and we taking orders and writing things down while my power goes out. Everything shuts off. My power goes out. My phone's still working though. Everything goes out, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this weather sucks. But I just said all that to say that I'm glad I lit a candle. Thank you for following me on my roller coaster. So everybody, welcome to Coffee with Nikkie. I am your host, Miss Nikkie. This is your daily cup of information and inspiration. And today we are going to talk about just do it. Just do it. I'm saying this because there's some things that I'm doing, and there's also something that we did yesterday. And so we're going to talk about that today. Yesterday I went live with Martini, and also I want to know if y'all have gotten my book, but I'm gonna ask y'all that in a minute, right? But I went live with Martini, and I did the free prompt, and I hope everybody got the free prompt that I gave. I gave you 2-page one. It has instructions, it has the prompts, it has ways to improve it, and it has some other things on there, right? And so I went live with her yesterday, and I was like, okay, so the prompt was about going live, right? How to feel more comfortable going live, because a lot of us don't feel comfortable. We don't know what to say. We don't know if the room is empty, what we're gonna do, what we sound like. We have a lot of things that really hinder us from going live, right? And so I challenged her and I said, so Martini, when are you gonna go live? And she's like, oh, I'll do it today. But time didn't permit, so she's going to do it. She was saying yesterday, today, but today she's actually going live. So she's going live at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and 7 p.m. Central. So y'all please make sure that y'all going ahead and support Martini. She does have a reminder on, so just turn the reminder on. The name of her company is Mawamo, Mawamo, Mawamo. And she's going to be going live today. And so that inspired me to do the topic, let just do it, right? And I'm going to go into some things that I am acknowledging about myself. And I also want to have a conversation with you all. So let's check and see who's in the building. Y'all make sure y'all take this video and share it, share it, share it. If you see somebody who's normally here and they not here, go on ahead and take this link and share that out with them. So good morning, good morning, good morning. We have Latrice of Heartbeat Can Do, ATL. I, on the other hand, call her cousin. But here in these YouTube streets, we call her the best moderator on earth. The best moderator on earth in the building. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, cousin. Good morning, Melly Mel. Melly Mel is in the building. Melly Mel said, good morning, beautiful people. It's terrific Tuesday. Smash your goal today, period. And hit the like button. I hit the like button. I hit the like, hit the like, hit the like button. I hit the like button. I hit the like button. I hit the like, hit the like, hit the like button. Hey, good morning, Yolanda. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing this amazing morning? Yolanda said, good morning, family. Yes, good morning. Good morning. Can I call you Rose? Because you're sweet like a flower. Good morning, Rose. How are you doing this amazing morning? Good morning, Monique. Monique is in the building. Monique said, good morning, everyone. Now, Monique, I want to ask you, when we went live with the prompt, how did that work for you? Let me know in the chat. Good morning, Michelle Robinson. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Christina. Christina's in the building. Good morning. Good morning, Patricia. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Chantel. How are you doing this amazing morning? Good morning, Melissa. Melissa is in the building. She said, good morning, everyone. I'm blessed. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Miss Tracy. Miss Tracy said, good morning. Happy Tuesday. First quarter is done. I hope you accomplish what you set your sights on. It's a new month, a new quarter. It's a new day, a new dawn. No. Let's do this. We got this. Can y'all believe it's April already? Already we are in April. Listen, it is time for you to get up and move. Today's topic is just do it. Today's topic is just do it. Get up and move. Get up and start. There's no excuses. No excuses. Good morning, Miss Anita. Good morning, good morning, good morning. She said, good morning, good people. How are you doing this amazing morning? Tracy said, oh, there it goes. They said, mind the calendar. Did you know that April's full moon is called the pink moon and represent the pink phlox flower that blooms in April? Absolutely did not know that, because I did not even know about a phlox flower. I did not know. Wait, Tasha K said that it was a flower, and I was like, oh, is it? I didn't know. I did not know, but wow, that's a good tidbit. Thank you so much, Miss Tracy, for sharing. Good morning, Miss Kim. Miss Kim's in the building. She said, good morning, lovelies. Good morning, Miss Kim. Tracy said it's cold in Indiana. Yes, I know it's cold here too. It is cold here too. Good morning, Martini. Martini says it's raining on the West Coast. She said it's raining over there. Melly Mel said it was cold here this morning, like 38 degrees. What is the temperature here? Let me tell y'all what the temperature here is. And let me tell y'all something. I'm about to have a whole 30-year-old, y'all. Well, he ain't gonna be 30 yet. but he's going to be 28 on April 3rd. 32. Yep, it's 32 degrees here. Yes, that was a great laugh. Thank you so much, Monique. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When are you going to apply it, or did I miss your live? Let me know. Miss Anita said her power went out too. Oh yeah, it went out twice, and it went out for about good 10 minutes. And I was like, it's a good thing I had internet on the phone because everything was gone. Everything was gone. Michelle said it's bipolar weather there too in Canada, y'all. Bipolar, yes indeed. I'm like, are we sure we out of winter yet? I remember my mother told me that her for Easter, so Easter must have been in, I don't remember if it was in March or if it was in April, but she and her family, cousins and everything, they went to Coney Island for Easter, right? And so my mother said, and I don't know why she was wearing shorts, but she said she was wearing shorts and she had on some sandals, and they had a snowstorm. And I don't know why I remember the story, and I don't have all of the details, but I remember those details of the story. I remember those details of the story. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So we don't know. I say all that to say is we don't know if we're done with winter yet. That's what I'm saying. Because it's so bipolar, and sometimes when we think we're done, we get hit with the biggest snowstorm ever. So we'll see. We'll see, Mr. Wilson. All right. So Monique says, I love it. Was what I needed. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Shout out to Black Flocks. Tasha K. I don't see her yet, though. She ain't in here yet. We lost power a few times last night. Knocked the deck chairs over. Yeah, the wind was insane. Absolutely went insane. Shout out to Hot Spots. I'm telling you. And the flowers have started to come up. We don't need a frost for that, to destroy the flowers. I haven't done the live yet, but I have been working on my website. Oh, yes. And to make changes. Got you. So today we are going to be talking about Martini. If you can you can't. You can't. All right. Today we are going to be talking about just do it. And the reason why I came up with this, because like I said, I was using Martini. I wasn't using her, but Martini came up yesterday so we can do a prompt exercise. And it's the prompt that I gave for free. And I also tweaked the prompt to make it a little bit stronger. And I was telling you all about it. And so I wanted to show you, in real time. And so she said that she's going to do the live immediately, the same day, but I already told y'all, right? And so that inspired me to say, this is what I think I want to talk about today, because most of our problem is not knowing what to do. The problem is doing the thing. We know exactly what we need to do. We just don't do it. And sometimes I'm like, I know we talked about this already. But I think it's something that needs to be said, right? Because it took me a month or so, a month plus, to do a 5-day challenge. It took me a month plus to do a 5-day challenge. Good morning, Chris Marie. Good morning. A month plus to do a 5-day challenge. Now, I know I had days in this month plus where I could have been applying this challenge, reading the challenge, just paying attention to the things that I had to do. I'm pretty sure within that month plus, I have 5 days that I could have dedicated. And it's not even 5 full days, like maybe 20, 30 minutes to read the thing and do the exercise. Not much, right? I'm pretty sure I spent more time on my phone doing mindless scrolling than doing what I needed to do for this particular challenge, right? And so I said, it wasn't until I said, all right, enough. I'm gonna make time to do this challenge. I'm gonna make time to do the things that I said that I want to do, because I'm not hurting nobody but myself, right? And I want to say the same thing to you all. You're not hurting anybody but yourself. Every time you see your goals getting marked off and putting, you moving them on to the next year and doing all of those things, you're not hurting anybody but yourself, and you're discouraging yourself, right? Because if you decided, and that the word is decide, right? If you decided that I am going to take control of my day and not let the day take control of me, I am going to be able to do the things that I need to do within the time, right? I'm going to be able to find time to do the things that are important to me, the things that are important for my business, in order for me to move the needle forward. And there was something that I heard somebody say, is like, you're not getting the results. And I know I told you, I shared this with y'all plenty of times, and my friend Chi Chi from Juvia's Place has said to me, you're not hungry enough, right? And she was like, that, a lot of people, that's the problem, because, when you have to find a way to do something and you don't have something and you got to make something out of nothing, that's when you're going to be motivated. That's when you're going to find the energy. That's when you're going to decide that you're going to make that a priority, right? And a lot of us don't have that issue because we have backups, right? We have backups. And since we have backups, it's not really that important for us to really aggressively pursue that goal. It isn't until we have nothing that we going ahead and pursue it. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? If you know what I'm talking about, say I know what you're talking. No, just say I know in the chat. If you know what I'm talking about, say I know. I was about to say I know what you're talking about, and that's too long. Just say I know in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Good morning, Miss Lois. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Miss Lois said, good morning, everyone. I am blessed. I was looking at a video from what is his name? I forgot his name, but he does the flowers, Bloom and Plume. And he was saying, when you don't have anything, when everything is taken away, when you are broken, you don't know where the next money is coming in, and you don't know how you're going to do this and how to pay for this. Guess what? You become very creative. Guess what? You become very active. Guess what? You become, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that come along with when there's nothing there. And so we have to stop waiting until there's nothing there for us to move, especially if we want 2025 to look different than in 2024, right? You want those goals that you set out, but how hard are you working for those things to even happen? Are you even working hard? You might be working and you're getting some things done. And I'm talking to you the way I'm talking to me, because I know, okay? So, and not because I just know, but because I do them. You know what I'm saying? From time to time, I am who I'm speaking about. Okay. And so you wait and you put everything off until you have to get things done. Then now you're working double, triple time to get these things done, when we can incorporate these things and make time and space for these things in our day, right? So if it's important for you to hit a goal, then it's important for you to plan it out. If it's important for you to plan it out, it's important for you to actually do the thing that you planned out. A lot of us are planning things and not even doing the things that we plan. I will write a whole, sometimes not all the time, but sometimes I will write a whole day out and I'll get maybe one thing off. And not because it took that long to do that one thing, but because I was doing a whole bunch of other nothings that was taking up my time and my space, that had nothing to do with my goals, that was not moving me closer to anything. I wasn't accomplishing anything. I wasn't crossing anything off my list. I was doing work, busy work, that had nothing to do with what I had to do. Nothing to do with what I had to do. If y'all feel me and understand where what I'm talking about, say I feel you in the chat. Say I feel you in the chat. All right? Because we have to start taking control of our time. We have to stop letting time take control of us. We got to stop saying, oh, I'll just get to it. If it's meant for it to happen, it'll happen. I'm just waiting for the stars to align and da 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 da. But you have to work the plan. The plan can't work unless you working it. Right? Things can just happen. Things may just happen, but they're not going to happen in the manner that in which you need them to, in order for you to grow. right? Because if something just happened and you didn't do anything to work for it or whatever, and it just happened, it may not even be the blessing that you think it's going to be, right? Some people want things, and then when they get said thing, they're not happy with it. They don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to move it. They don't know how to grow it. They don't know how to control it. They don't know how to do anything with it because they were not ready for it. They're not prepared for it. So you have to start making room for preparation. You have to start making room for preparation. You have to start thinking, okay, I know I want to get these things done. I need to just get up and move. I need to just get up and move. I need to just get up and start. I need to just, it's nothing for you to just get up and do it, right? Yes, you may be working. Yes, you may have other things to do, but you have to just start. You have to just start. Now, I would say doing a bunch of nothings is a whole word. Listen, you could be so busy. What Denzel say? Moving and not, what he said, running and not moving, or something like that. He said, like being on a treadmill, you moving, but you moving in place. You're not doing anything. There's some movement happening, but there's no action going on. You know what I'm saying? And so that is the same thing that's happening with us. And I realized when I said, you know what? I went to the doctor and got all my, it's physical time. So we did all of that. And so it was like, okay, well, your levels are here, your levels are this is what you got to do, this is what you have to start doing. And nothing dangerous, nothing like, oh, well, it's drastic, I got to change my life immediately. Nothing where I was that, changed. But I said, you know what, it is time, because I want to be a certain way. I want to act a certain way. I want my body to be a certain way. I want my health to be, you know what I'm saying? And if I want all of these things to happen, then I can't keep putting it off till tomorrow. Because all these tomorrows that I keep putting off is stacking up and is making, things worse on the health side of things, on the physical side of things, on the business side of things. All of these things, all these I'm gonna do it tomorrows are stacking up, and they're making up, they're causing hurdles in your life, right? They have these blockages in your life because it's all of these I'm gonna do it tomorrows. Right? And so we have to stop doing that. And it's time for us to start acknowledging that things have to start today. Things have to start now. If something is going to change, it has to happen now, right? It needs to happen yesterday. You need to start saying, you know what? If I want to be better and do better and get better, I have to start now. I cannot keep on putting it off till tomorrow, because as long as you keep putting it off, again, you're making blockages in your own way. You're in your own way. And a lot of you say the same thing. I'm in my own way. And we so comfortable saying it, right? We're so comfortable saying it. But it's like, okay, well, now what you going to do about it, sis? Because you comfortable saying it, but now we got to do. Okay? You said it, now what? Now what? You in your own way, but now what? When are you going to move? When are you going to stop? When are you going to get out of your own way and start taking action to do something that is going to be better for you, something that's going to help you, something that's going to help your family, something that's going to create legacy, something that's going to help your business grow, something that's going to make you successful, something that's going to keep you living longer, something that's going to make you healthier, something, you know what I'm saying? When are you going to start doing it? Right? It's time that you start doing it today. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Madam E. Good morning, good morning, good morning. When are you going to start? Right? So I decided, I was like, okay, so I told you about the, doctor and everything. Actually, the doctor called this morning and was talking about my A1C was high, right? Babe, I don't remember, something like that. So cholesterol and something else, right? So, and then my what is it? My iron. Let me tell you something. I didn't care what they said. When they said my iron was good, I said, hey, I was so happy. And the doctor was like, well, that's a weird response. And I was like, well, I've had low iron for a very long time. So I'm just happy that my levels, I'm happy about my iron levels, right? But anyway, I was like, I cannot do this anymore. So I started in low vitamin D, but I know that's because I'm not outside in the sun. But I said, I have to stop. I have to get back into, I used to wake up every morning, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, do my workout, do my meditation, do my, all of that stuff, right? Get my day together, my miracle morning, the 5 a.m. club, that was me, right? And I stopped doing it. And so I got lazy and I got complacent. And I just decided that, I just didn't feel like doing it. I want to lay in the bed a little longer. I don't feel like doing it because I just don't feel like working out right now. I don't feel like, and that's what I've been feeling. And I was like, you know what? I got to get out of that because I'm putting myself in a rut. It's going to be harder for me to get myself out of that rut if I don't get myself up. So I was like, you know what? I have to do it. I got to do it when I feel like it, and I got to do it when I don't. And I said, I have to start taking control of my life. I have to start taking control of what I say that I want. I can't say, oh yeah, my body gonna be summertime fine or snatched and all of this. I'm not doing nothing to get there. Like, how's it gonna happen? I'm gonna be like BBL Drizzy. How is that going to happen if I'm not moving? How's that going to happen if I'm not eating right? How is that going to happen if I'm not working out? It's not going to just magically happen because I want it to happen. We've got to move, and we've got to, and it's not even about being stuck, right? Because we're not being stuck. We're just saying that we're going to put it off. We're not stuck. We're putting it off. And then all of that keeps piling up until, guess what? You have to make a decision. You have to start making a change. You gotta move. And I said, that's not gonna be me. So that I'm on day 2. I'm on day 2 of eating properly. I'm on day 2 of waking up and working out and doing my stuff. I'm back into doing my Bible app and everything because I used to do it every single day. I'm back into doing all the things that I used to do. Why? Because I know it's time for me to start changing, and nothing is going to happen unless I make it happen. And so I say all of that to say it is time that we just do it, right? We have to just do it. Just start. I was just talking about me taking a month plus to do a 5-day challenge. A month plus. I'm on day 4 now. I'm on day 4 now. It took me a month plus, and it took me 2 days, right? A month plus to get to what I needed to do, right? And you may say, all right, well, you just probably wasn't ready, da 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 da. And I look at it as I put it off because again, I'll get to it tomorrow. I'll get to tomorrow. Tomorrow turns into weeks. Weeks turns into months, and y'all know the story. And so we have to act. We have to put it in our heads that we have got to do better. We have to just move. There's nothing magical in the next day because the next day may not even happen, right? But then you may say, well, then I don't need to do it. No, because what if the next day do come and you didn't do it? Right? So we have to start taking action, and we have to stop putting things off until tomorrow because it's not going to get better. You're not going to have this magical feeling when tomorrow gets here. It's like, yeah, I'm ready to go. It's not going to happen. So now is the time for you to start making it happen within this time frame right here, right now. This is what you have. We for sure know we have the present. We don't know if we have tomorrow. The past is gone. So if we know that, we've got to move in this moment. We've got to live and be present. A lot of us don't live in the present. We're living in spaces that we're not in no more, or not gotten to yet. We need to live in the present. It's time for you to start taking control of your life, and it's time for you to start taking control of your mind set and start making things happen for you the way you want it to happen. Yes, if y'all with me, say I'm with you. If you with me, say I'm with you. Okay. And let me know if you with me. Let me see. Gloria says, good morning, Gloria. Gloria says someone was talking about the 5-second rule. Yep. In other words, put action into your hopes and plans moving within 5 seconds when it comes into your own mind. Yep. Mel Robbins do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that then just get up and start moving. That's what I did at 4 o'clock in the morning. I actually tried to sleep in a little bit, but I just couldn't. My body was like, you said you wanted to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's time for you to get up. So I got up a little later. I got up at 4:45, but I still got up and I still got on the bike, and I still got on the bike for at least 45 minutes. And actually, I did more than 45 minutes, but I did that. Right? I did what I was going to do. I said, when I'm on the bike, I'm multitasking. When I'm on the bike, I'm planning out my content. I'm putting out content. I'm doing what I need to do so that I'm not wasting the rest of my day scrolling, doing nothingness. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah. So I say all of that to say, I'm not just telling you to do something. I'm not just saying, oh, I'm just the the poster child for getting things done. I can't say all of that, but I can say that I can relate to the putting things off to tomorrow. I can relate to the procrastination. I can relate to the someday I'll or the one day I'll. I can relate to those things. And so what I'm saying, because I can relate, is that we need to get out of there and we need to start moving now. So even if it's a little something, if it's going to, if it like atomic habits, even if it's that 1% that's going to help you be better than you were yesterday, guess what? Put it into action. Put it into action. You may not be able to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and do your workout. You may not be able to, but if you know that you want to work out, what part of the day can you dedicate to doing that thing so you can get it done? Right? And if I don't have time to go to the gym, because Nikki, you don't understand my life. I ain't got time to go to the gym. I gotta pick these kids up from practice. I gotta take them to school. I gotta go to the PTA meeting. I'm part of this. I'm part of that. I don't have time for that. If you know that you don't have that kind of time, then what can you do while you're doing those things? Right? When I used to go to football practice or track practice with my son, the parents that were just sitting around and gossiping and doing what parents do when they ask some children's things, there were a few of them that would take the time to walk around the track while their son was at football practice or track practice or even baseball, right? So there were parents that would take the time to do that. So they didn't have to make time out of their day to get that done. Their child was already going to practice. They already had to bring them. They had to wait. So they could have done a few things, right? Could have got grocery shopping done. They could have got a lot of things done. But if working out was something that was important to them, they walked around the track. And so what can you do while you're doing something else to get the thing done so that you're not making up excuses as to why something can't happen? Right? So let me see. Thank you, sis. We all fall off, but what you do next is what's important. And it is. Oh, Nikki, you can change that. You can change it with food and exercise. I'm on it, Miss Lois. Let me tell you something. I am going back to being a vegetarian, but I'm going to eliminate the starch. I'm not going to do the starch. I'm not going to do the pastas, fries, and potatoes and things that I love, rices. I'm not going to do that all the time because I would replace those things for the meat. And so I'm not going to do that because every time, and I don't know if anybody has ever experienced this, but every time I become a vegetarian, I get the thickest that I've ever been. Every single time. When I'm not a vegetarian, I'm good. But when I'm a vegetarian, OMG. I'm like, how did I get this big? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm like, I'm heavy. I am heavy, heavy. And so, yes, so I know that I have to do it differently, and I will. I'm doing it differently this time. Melissa said, I made working out my non-negotiable for the week. I changed how many times I go to Pilates a week, and now I also swim. Swimming is really good because it works everything. Let me see. I'm definitely going to do it. Yes, mental, emotional, and physical well-being makes us feel so much better. And then let me tell y'all something. Don't it feel so good when you just do it and it gets done? It's like, oh, what, girl? You did that? You did that? I had a I had a box that I'm cleaning up my content room, and I want to design some things and do some things too. And I've been not putting it off, but I've been doing a little bit at a time. Right. And I'm telling you, yeah, do a little bit at a time. I'm only doing a little bit at a time because I'm lazy, not because I'm busy, but because I was lazy. And so I had a box and I was like, I looked at this box. I got to take this box downstairs. I got to take this box downstairs. I said this at least 3 days. And this and it's a small thing. But when I came to get my charger, I was like, let me take this damn box downstairs because I need to throw this thing away. And so it made me feel, it's a small thing, but it made me feel good. Like just, and that's how I, thinking my references for the day, just going ahead and do it. Just take it downstairs, right? Yeah, you can do it when you're ready to do it, but just take the thing downstairs and then it's done. Then it's done. Same thing with me waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Y'all already know. Y'all already know my motto. Change. If I change my clothes, I may have time to change my mind, and I'm not doing that. So I'm working out, no bra, pajamas, and that's how I'm going. Right? Because that's just how it works out for me. Yes, I could put some cute little clothes at the bottom of my bed, and I'm not doing that. I know what works for me. And that's what works for me. Getting up, rolling right out of bed and go right on the bike. Because if I'm stopping to do different things, I may just decide, oh, let me look through my phone and let me see what's happening over here on TikTok. Oh, look, I got some views over here. I got some this. Oh, let me put out some content. Oh, let me create the content. Oh, let me do a voiceover on the content. Oh, let me go and make my coffee. And I never get to doing the workout, right? So I don't make that a thing. I just go on ahead and just roll out the bed and do what I gotta do. So I say all of that to say, come on, y'all, just do it. Just do it. Let me see. We want to be great, but let fear of the unknown stop us from greatness. Yep. One step at a time, day one or one day. Let's get it. Consistency over perfection. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes, and yes. And I know what y'all thinking because y'all, I'm with y'all, right? And about at 7, I said, don't you want to come back to bed? And she said, she didn't. And I got my butt up too. See? Discipline. Discipline. I was tired. So I was like, oh, I think I need a nap. And she'd be like, just come back to bed. And I was like, I got things to do. I cannot. Rachel Rogers' latest podcast on this. Wait, Rachel Rogers' latest podcast on how entrepreneurs spend so much of their time doing stuff unrelated to our goals. That is the truth. Business, i.e. business goals, and wonder why we not making money. You better say it. Meta-me. Let them know. That is absolute truth. Ms. Lloyd said, I was told the same thing last January. My A1C and vitamin D are normal today. I lost 45 pounds. Let's get it. Let's go, Ms. Lloyd. Let's get it. She talked about time blocking so you're not all over the place. Yep. I love it, Sean. Let me see. I'm getting back into, what is this? I'm getting back into maintaining daily lists in the morning to be more productive in my 9 to 5 home and biz. I think it's maintaining. Let me know if that's what it is. I gained a lot of weight. I lost after my challenge in January. What? I gained all the weight I lost after my challenge in January. Well, let's get it. Let's go. Meta-me, we ready. We ready, Meta-me. Ready. Yes, because most new vegetarians are not. Oh, no, I wasn't a new vegetarian. I wasn't a new vegetarian. Every year, what I used to do is I used to become a vegetarian. Well, it was me detoxing, right? So it would only be fruits and vegetables, water. That's it. And so I would detox for a while, right? So I wasn't a new vegetarian. I've always, every year I did, became a vegetarian. And then the last time I became a vegetarian was the longest time that I've been a vegetarian. And that was what, 3 years? What was that? 2 years? I can't remember. But I was like, oh no, because everywhere I went, I was eating potatoes. Everywhere I went, I was eating pasta. And in the morning, everything that I ate was starch. Every single thing. And I don't have a problem eating vegetables and smoothies and juicing. I have no problem doing that. But I just know that I was supplementing a lot of, the meat for those starchy items. Yep. Um, are not eating vegetarian lifestyles. They are replacing meat with crap food. Yep. And I don't eat. What I don't do is, as a vegetarian, I don't eat proxy meat. I will not eat proxy meat. And what I mean, y'all already know. I'm not eating the Impossible burgers. I'm not eating the those Gardines. I'm not eating those. When I become a vegetarian, I completely just do that, and I don't eat seafood either. So then there's that. So I have to think about, and this time I have to be a little bit more, not a little bit, I have to be more intentional about how I am going to eat and maintain, because it's for my blood type to be a vegetarian on anyway, and that's probably why my body naturally gravitated to doing that every single year, is because I'm supposed to be, according to the book, according to the blood type, but blood type diet, I am supposed to be a vegetarian based on my blood type, and I got to do better. I got to do better. So this time I'm very intentional about how I'm going to live that lifestyle. I'm back to eating healthier meals. I went ham on pastas, sweets, and bread after my challenge was over, because your body probably was like, hey, girl, we missed this. Bring it back. I'm doing the same with changing my food choices and exercising. I've gained so much weight over the last 3 months. So we got some work to do, Monique. We together. We together. That was my reason for saying I can't stand diets and challenges. Meeting loading. Yes, we need it. We need it. Making. Okay, got you. All right. Yes. So I'm going to be very I'm not going to say I'm going to be. I am very intentional about my eating habits. I'm very intentional about my health. I am very intentional about how I am approaching it. So I'm making sure that I am not letting any of that go by the wayside. Now, I'm not saying oh, no cheat days. I'm not going to do this and I'm never going to. No, I'm not saying all of that. I'm not saying all of that. And especially after watching like Metame is like, well, you could still eat those things. You just can't do it all the time. You could still have things that you love and eat your cookies, cakes, and ice cream and all of that other stuff, but just not overindulge, and that'll totally be fine. So I say all of that to say, lifestyle changes happening. I was even thinking about doing a what do you call it? Um Documentary is in my head, but that's not it. Just following what I'm doing, like doing a video diary of what I'm doing and how things are going and stuff like that, so I can see where I'm at, and then where when I get to a certain place, see how far I've come and see the struggle, because that's very helpful when you're in a thing, because you're always thinking, well, I should know better, I should do better, and then you get upset with yourself. You know what I mean? And it's like, you can't be upset with yourself. It's where you're at in your mindset. And so that's another, Tony Metame is very Tony Metame, she's very wise. She's a very wise girl. So she was talking, she was like, a lot of the times we want to do things, but our mind ain't ready for it, right? And she didn't say it like that, but I'm paraphrasing. And so you have to be ready for the changes that you want to happen. And I say all of that to say, in your business as well, if you want things to change and you want to really achieve these goals, then you have to decide that you are going to do the work. You cannot escape this without doing the work. The work has to get done. You're looking at somebody, you're looking to the left, to the right, and I say this too, you look to the left and the right and you see, oh, well, look how far they've come. And we started at the same time. Or look how far, look what they're doing. Da, 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 da. But what work are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Right? How are you working? What your day looks like? Who was I listening? I think it was probably Grant Cardone. I took his 10X challenge, and they had speakers on all day. Let me tell you, that was a long day. You couldn't really leave. One person said, make sure, and I think it probably was Grant Cardone himself, is to make sure that your calendar is filled in and to not have space. He said one thing that, if he has to make 100 calls a day, he's going to block that out. He got to make 100 calls a day, right? Because he has a team that he has to consider. It's not just him. So he's like, well, moves have to happen. Is if I'm calling and somebody else is calling and things, somebody else is doing a thing or however, things still have to get done in this office, or things still have to get done in this business, because if it doesn't happen, if things are not moving and I'm slacking, then somebody's got to go. That means I'm letting people off. That means that, that I can't maintain what I have going on. And that means I can't grow this thing because I can't hire people to grow this thing. That means that I'm going to be overloaded with work because now I got to do the job of those other people that I wanted to hire, or I should have hired, or I needed to hire, but I couldn't hire them because I didn't have the funds to do so. And so in order for me to maintain and have the funds to do so, if I have to make 100 calls a day, I got to make 100 calls a day. And I was like, you know what? That needs to be our mindset. That needs to be our mindset, because selfishly you're doing it for you, but this is also going to benefit the people that are around you. This is also going to benefit the people that you have to take care of. This is going to benefit your future. This is also going to benefit, just a lot of different places and spaces in your life. And it doesn't just affect you, it's going to trickle down and affect everybody. And so in order for you to maintain, you don't have the luxury of putting things off. I know you may have a backup with your job. I know you may have a backup with your spouse. I know you may have a backup with other things, but you don't have the luxury of putting these things off, especially if you plan on being successful with what you're doing. And then the thing about that is you also need to be clear on what success means to you, because success is not the same for everybody. And so you're not going to move the same way somebody else moves. So if it was important for you just to make an extra $500 a week or $500 a month or $1,000 this or that, and you do it with the things that you're doing, then you're moving in a manner that is in alignment with you, because that's what you wanted to do. But if you want more for yourself and you want to make sure that you're able to have a team, to make sure that you're able to grow the business, to make sure that you're able to have franchises, but that's the thing, to make sure that you're able to maintain a warehouse, you can't slack. And I know you, Nikki, so we need rest. Yeah, but you need to work. You need to work. You can rest a little bit when you get there, because now you can train somebody else to do those things for you. If you can't do that, and of course, you're going to be burned out trying to burn the candle on both ends and trying to beat everybody and run all of the departments. Of course, you're going to be burned out, but set yourself up. Set yourself up so that you can have a system. Set yourself up so that you can have a team, so that you can grow and so that you can do those things. So now ain't the time for you to stop. Now ain't the time for you to say, oh, I'll wait until tomorrow. No, let's get what we need today. Let's take action today. You scared of going live? Why don't you go live now? You scared of putting your product up there? Why don't you put it out right now and see what the people are saying? You scared to get that website going? Get the website popping. See if you could get a template and start putting pictures up there. You don't know how to do something? Learn. You didn't have a coach? Get one. You don't have the money to get one? There's plenty of people you can learn from on YouTube. There's plenty of people you can learn from in a book. You admire somebody? Go grab their book. If they got a documentary about them, go look at it. Go find all of the information that you can about that specific person so that you can start seeing what they did to get to where they are, if that's what you want to do. But get clear on what it is that you want to do. But let's not lose sight of the part that you have to take action first. Things have to start now, not tomorrow, now, not someday, not one day, today. If y'all with me, say y'all with me. Okay? If you with me, say you with me. Let me see where I'm at. Grand Rising, Donna. How's everything going? Terrific Tuesday is here. Yes, yes, and yes. Miss Tracy says, I'm working this blood type diet. My goal is to be off these meds before my birthday in August. Let's get it. Let's go. And also, you better make sure, prayer and meditation. Prayer and meditation. Get it popping. Moderation is key. Yes, yes, and yes. You don't need cheat days, just better options. You better tell it, Tony. You better tell it. You better think a union member. You better tell it. Um, you don't need cheat days, just better options. We don't reward ourselves with food. We are not puppies. Ooh. We are not puppies. I love that. Michelle said vlog. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go, Nikki. Weekly meetings. I got you. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, you too kind, sis. I love you too, girl. Everything is about building habits. Everything is about building habits. Anyone ready, I will help. Y'all heard? Anybody who's ready, meta me. This is what she does. Okay, this is what she does. Bodybuilding, health, nutrition training. This is what she does. Okay, so she says if anybody needs help, she will help y'all. So y'all make sure y'all follow Meta Me. We call her Meta Me, but her name is Tony from Me Time Coffee. Chantel gave her the name Meta Me because it said Me Time, and she kept on saying Meta Me. That's how she got her name. If you're kind of ready, I'll refer you to Vasey. Don't try to put nobody kind of ready on Vasey. So now she got to be straight. Oh my gosh. I'm ready, Meta Me. We ready. No, she's not trying to play. She said, wait, you ready or kind of ready? Chantel says she ready. Okay. This ish I'm on ain't cool. Okay, let's get it. Let's do it. I'll shoot you a message. All right, y'all. Yes, and yes. I'm not playing. Y'all shouldn't be playing with yourselves. Y'all should not be playing with yourselves. This is your life. Ain't nobody in charge of your life but you. I mean, you know God, but ain't nobody in charge of your life but you. Start taking action and start acting like you are the boss and the CEO, the HBIC, and all things amazing in your life. Start acting like you that be. Well, maybe some people don't like to be called bees. So act like you that girl, okay? Or that man. Act like you are that person. Because you are. You just don't know it yet. You need to wake up to see how amazing you are. I was talking to Chantel yesterday, Chantel Andrews, and we were talking about Kanye's interview, right? And I'm not going to have a conversation about Kanye's interview to y'all because I think Kanye is kind of dope. But it was said, if we were talking about something, I was like, you know what? We don't know how dope we are. Everybody else know how dope we are. That's why they scared. That's why they move the way they move. That's why they try to take everything that we have, because every other culture know how dope we are except for us. Everybody else knows what our magic and our power is, but we don't really know. It's time for you to wake up and snap the F up out of it so that y'all can start doing the things that y'all could do. Because you can do so much more than you think that you can. You need to give yourself more credit for the things that you know and the things that you can do. We want to put ourselves down so bad because it just feels good. Oh, I just don't know. Oh, I just can't. I just don't have it. You just don't understand. You just don't know. You just don't know my life. You just don't know how much I've been through. You just don't know. Okay. Now what? Now what? And I'm not diminishing anybody's trauma. I'm not diminishing anybody's struggle. I'm not diminishing anything I'm not trying to take anything away from it. But listen, that has happened. And that's the facts. But now what do we do? What do we do with that? What do we do with that? Are you going to just say you can't accomplish things anymore because all of those things happen? Or are you going to do it despite of all, because all those things happen, I have to move. Because those things happen to me, I got to become the person that I know that I could be. Because that happened, I'm going to take charge and control of my life because I can and I will and I must, like Eric Thomas says. I can, I will, I must. Why? Because that can happen. You are capable of so much more than you're giving yourself credit for. It is time for you to start living in your greatness and stop playing small, fits and perfect. Stop playing small and start standing up and standing in your power. Why? Because you got it. You got it, sis. You got it, bro. You got it, bro. Start living in your power. Start living in your power. Somebody put that in the chat. And stop playing with your life. Stop playing with your life and start taking charge and start taking action. If there's something that you've been putting off, it is time for you to start doing it today. If it's something that you said that you needed to do, it's time. If you needed to clean up that room, guess what? Clean it up. You needed to do something in that business, do it. You needed to put that product out, do it. Do it. Do what you need to do to get the results that you want and stop putting it off, because life ain't all of a sudden going to shift and change and say, oh, here you go. It's not going to happen that way. The things you want, you got to work for. You got to work hard for it. You got to. Okay? Come on, Coach Nikki. Hey, let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let me see what you all are saying in the chat. We are not puppies. Right? Metamibi, own it. Ooh, that's a word. You don't need excuses. You need more. You need options. Come on. Come on. She ready. We ready. Yes. We ready. Preach. We are our own enemy. We need to be our own supporter and promoter. Stop killing our own confidence. Stop killing our own confidence with these BS negative thoughts. Correct. The challenge should be speak kindly to yourself for the next 7 days and see what happens. Listen, here I go with another story. Rafi was on live, and if you don't know who Rafi is Thompson Ferrier. That's the brand, and he makes luxurious candles and home fragrance items, right? And so he was on, and he was like, it is scientifically proven that if you speak kindly to one glass of water, it's going to, I forgot what he said. And if you speak negative to now I forgot. But I know there was somebody who was speaking the affirmations into the water. And so the energy was different. It shifts the energy. It's about the energy, right? And so he said it's scientifically proven that the energy shifts when you are speaking, whether you're speaking positively or whether you're speaking negatively. And so how do you want to speak to yourself? How do you want to pour into yourself? What do you want to consume? Do you want to consume the positive and that energy just is buzzing high vibrational and making you feel amazing? Or would you rather speak negatively to yourself and let that energy be overbearing and tiresome and just negative, and it doesn't produce anything, and then everything just goes there to die and just be sad and depressed and lonely and depleted? How do you want to put that energy into your life? Is it the negative energy or is it the positive energy? It's all about how you're going to pour into yourself. So stop speaking negative things about your life, and stop thinking negative things about yourself and what you just can't do and what you just ain't doing and what happened to you in your life and all these things and all these people and everybody this and all I can this and everybody want to steal and get over that. Stop speaking that into your life and start thinking positive things. Thank you so much, and start positively affirming yourself. Thank you so much for today. Thank you so much for the air in my lungs. Without this air in my lungs, I wouldn't be able to breathe out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to start thinking. We take so much for granted that we don't even appreciate the things like breathing. We take so much for granted that we don't think about the things like our hands moving freely until your hand get carpal tunnel, or until you start getting pains, until you get arthritis. Then you want to appreciate your hands and your fingers, huh? But you got to make sure that you are speaking life into yourself. It's important for you to speak life into yourself. Things may have happened in your life that you can't change, but what you can change is today. What you can change is tomorrow. You can't change what happened yesterday. You can't change things that happened 10 years ago. Those things have gone and come, and you can't do anything about it right now. It happened already. But what can you do to speak life into your body today? What can you do to speak great things into yourself today? You know, you're dope. You need to know how dope you are. You need to know how dope you are. Let me tell y'all something. Let me just pull my little thing off the wall. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in all of us. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. That's how I'm closing out today. But let me check and see how what y'all saying in the chat. Preach, preacher. Support yourself like you support your friends and watch what happens. Period. Let the church say amen. Start living in my power. Period. Y'all need to put that on a post-it. Start living in your power. I can, I will, I must. Yes, that's Eric Thomas. I love him. Listen, put it on a post-it. Good morning, Misty. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Coffee with Nikki. Yes, start living in your power. I'm with you, Nikki. Yes. I need some gummy bears. The soap. It's the same thing with plants and flowers. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes. Bless your water. And we humans are like the planet, mostly water. Yes. Yes. Bless your water. Own ourselves, plant the seeds of greatness in ourselves. Let me tell you something. Put one positive affirmation and listen to it and not common music. And not common music? Let me see. Listen to positive affirmations while you sleep. Listen, no, I'm not going. I was about to tell another story, and if I tell another story, we're going to be in here for a long time. We are powerful. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Big Meech. Hope everything is going well. I know you probably working. So I hope you're having an amazing day so far. We are beautifully created. Yes, yes, and yes. We glow, but others want to squash our glow. We squash ourselves. And we allow people to do that. I'm not going to give anybody permission to make me feel a way about me. I'm in control of me. How am I going to let somebody outside of me have a feeling, opinion about anything that has anything to do with me? We're not doing that. We are in control. We are in control. Do volunteer work, even if that's helping family or neighbor. That's true. I'm loving all these positive vibes. The vibration so high in here. I love it. Yes. Vibrate higher. All right, so that is what I have for today. And if you would like to look up the poem is from Marianne Williamson. It's in A Course in Miracles. So if you would like to pick up that book, you can go ahead and pick up that book too. Don't get anything from it, but I just think that is a very valuable. It's something that I have on my wall. It is something that I truly believe in. I have my that's what I want to know too. On Monday, is everybody ready? If you were in the roadmap party, Tuesday evening, if you are ready to revisit your roadmap. Tuesday evening, roadmap revision. I'm putting it on the calendar and I'm putting it up. Tuesday evening. Next week. Roadmap. All right, let me see. Yeah, work is working. I had 2 meetings. Okay, adulting is hard today. Adulting is hard every day, girl. Please hit the like if you have not done so, and please subscribe. Yes, yes, and yes. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. My mom was jealous of me, and she was a beautiful woman on the outside, but inside she was like Snow White stepmother. Listen, sometimes mothers have envy over their children, and it's not because they want to, but it could be because that's what her mother did to her, and her mother did to her, and her mother did that whole thing keep going back, and that's just how you treat the girls in the family. So I mean, you know, you have to look at, and sometimes you gotta, even though it hurts, there's a story. Everybody has a story, and everybody has a reason why they do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Um, Facts, Nikki. If God is for us, who can be against us? Period. Period. Let me see. Just to let y'all know, I'm stealing some of y'all quotes. Steal them. Steal them. We speak life into ourselves. Nothing outside matters. Period. Sounds good for me. The roadmap revisit. Yes, 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 and yes. My mom was from Egypt. Got you. Um, I should be free that day. Okay. Yeah, we gotta remember that our parents have a past, and they may have been harsh to us, and this is something that I was listening to before too. They may have been harsh to us, and it may have been difficult, and it really traumatized us, and it really, was painful. But we also have to remember something had to happen to them in order for them to be that way. And that's not an excuse. It's to say, be mindful of how you speak to people, and be mindful about what you're giving off, because it is going to transfer into the next person, into the people that you have around you. But yeah, we have to remember that things happened in their lives as well. They didn't just become a parent and became the perfect parent. There's a lot of parents that are making mistakes. There are a lot of parents out here that are selfish because they, maybe they have habits or whatever, or they've done things. And we have to remember something had to happen. It didn't just come out of nowhere. When we become parents, we try to start fresh, and we try to like not do those things, or try to protect our kids from things that's happened to us. But people are people, and we start from where, when we become parents, we kind of have to start where we are, and we kind of give off what we've learned from parents. I know for my mom, she does either the total opposite. No, not my mom. From us, I could see it in us, right? The total opposite, or you do exactly the same as what you've seen, right? And I see that in some of my family members. They are living their lives the exact same way that our, not ancestors, but our relatives have. And the people that don't, they're the total opposite. There's really no medium, there's no middle. They do the total opposite. So we have to remember that, when and try to at least say that for ourselves, so that we can feel better and move on, and so that we can know that we should value ourselves, because nothing that anybody has said about your value, about yourself, um it has weight, or should have weight, moving forward, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Because you need to know, if God found you to be worthy of life, you're worthy of change. And anything can change whenever you decide that you want to change it. Right. So with that being said, y'all have an amazing, amazing day. Amazing day. I appreciate y'all. I will definitely be back. Well, God willing, be back here tomorrow morning for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. And y'all make sure that if you have not yet subscribed, go on ahead, subscribe, turn on your notifications bell, so that you can be notified when we go live. We go live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. What else? Follow me on all social media. Let me tell y'all something. My TikTok is popping. So if you want to know how to do recipe, make some things, go to my TikTok. I'm making things over there. And it's popping. So follow me on all social media. I am Bubble Babes, BABEZ University, everywhere. Or if you would like to join the community, you could go to bubblebabesuniversity.com. Click the community. It's free to join, absolutely free to join. And all you have to do is, if you have not signed up, and if you are a member, just sign in. And that is it. That is all. Let me check the comments before we wrap this up. We are all products of our environments. We have to make our minds up to rise above any negativity, and we do. Have a blessed day, Monique. Missy said, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for joining, Misty. Miss Kim said, working but listening. That was good. Thank you so much, Miss Kim. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I will see you all later. Don't forget, Martini is going live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, and 5 p.m. Pacific. So if you don't follow her, she is Mawamo, 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 and you'll be able to see her live. She's going to be talking about her brand. So with that being said, y'all have an amazing day, and I appreciate y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.